Now, in this video, we will going to discuss about decision making and branching. The branching instructions are classified as conditional branch statement and unconditional branch statement. What is the conditional branch statement? The statement that transfer control from one place to the other place so as to execute a set of instructions. If some conditions is met, or to skip the execution of some statement if the condition is not met, are called conditional branch statement. The examples, the conditional statements are simple if else, nested if, else if ladder, and the switch statement. Now, the if statement, that is the one-way selection. When a set of statements have to be executed, when an expression is evaluated to true, that is a non-zero value, or when a set of statements have to be skipped, when an expression is evaluated to false, then if statement is used. So that means if there is one statement, then if the expression is true, then it will go to execute this statement. If the expression is false, then it will go to execute this statement. So this is how the syntax will go to work. So this is it is also a one-way decision or the selection statement. So if A is greater than B, printf A is greater. The point number 2, the expression may have side effects. That is, the values of variables used in the expression may change during the execution. So what this means, if count is greater than 10, the value of count is incremented by 1 every time. So count is equal to 0, then it will go to execute this statement. The increment value of count is compared with 10. If multiple statements have to be executed when the expression is true, then all those statements must be enclosed within braces. If only one statement has to be executed, then usage of braces is optional. If A is greater than B, then print it execute. If it is true, then it will execute this statement printf A is greater, or else exit. Then both the statements of printf and the exit must be executed whenever the value of A is greater than B, so they must be enclosed within braces. Usage of braces is optional in the following example. If A is greater than B, then you need not have to give, because it is only one selection or one condition, printf A is greater. So here, if you want to print even or odd, so there is two statements. So include stdio.h or include conio.h. Then we have a subprogram even or intn. So if n%2 is equal to 0, that means if the remainder is 0, then printf it will be even, then return n. Else if it is false, then printf odd, then return n. So this is how this statement will going to be executed. And then we are going to write the main program clr intn, printf enter the value of number, scanf read that number, and even or odd, get ch function, and then the output. Enter the number as 10. So if it is true, then it will execute even. So when the value of n is 10, then what happens? 10 divided by 2, the remainder is 0. So naturally it will enter into this, and even number is going to be printed. Suppose if the even enter the number is odd, so suppose if it is 7, then 7 divided by 2 is not equal to 0, then it becomes printf, it will enter this value odd, and then it will go out of the loop. So this is how this statement or this program will going to work. So to execute this, so now we will go for the Turbo C, and then we'll try to execute this program. So to do that, so we are entering into Turbo C program, and here we will type include stdio.h, then include conio.h, then even odd underscore odd, then intn, then open the braces. If n%2 equals 0, then open the loop, then printf it is even, then return the value, return n, then exit, printf. Otherwise, if it is false, then printf it will be odd, then return n, then the value here. Then we will going to write the main program, main, enter, CLR, SCR, then INTN, printf. First we will enter the number. Enter the number /n, then read that number and n, then call the subprogram even odd n, then get character function, then close the loop. Now when you run this program, so enter the number is 10, so it will going to become even. When you execute the program again for the odd number 7, so the print odd, it will going to be traced. So how to trace this program? Suppose if you enter this, then come down to trace, so it will comes to the main, then go to function, press the function key and press F7, so it will come to the main program, CLR, SCR, clear the screen. Then it will go for the enter the number. You are entering the number now and you have to read that number. So to do that, so I'm going to enter 10 and press enter key. So it will comes to this. Then if you check for the even order, so it is calling the subprogram. So it will go to the subprogram and then n is 10 divided by 2, the remainder is 0. It is true. Then it becomes printf even. Then it will going to return that value there and then it will comes out. So you can see get character function, so it becomes even. So now similarly, if you want to execute it again you run this program, Alt R, trace, then press F7 by holding the shift key. So here it comes to clear screen. So printf, enter the number. If you don't give the clear screen, then the previous executed program will also be there, output. So printf, enter the number. So scanf, read that number. So I will say 7. Then enter. So it will call for the subprogram, even odd. Then it enters into the subprogram here. And then 7 divided by 2 is equal to 0. No, because 2 by 7 by 2, the remainder is 1. So it is not true. So then it will come to the printf odd. Then it will going to return those value. And then it will comes out of this program. So here get character function. So that function will going to be written as odd. So this is how this program will going to be executed in the Turbo C. So this is how. So this will going to complete this program, and in the next program, so here we will going to continue with this C program to print the maximum of 2 numbers in the next video. Thank you.